Hello, welcome to my second video of the Keep It Simple series. Today we're going to keep it nice and short, and I'm going to give you a quick tip that comes straight from my grandmother, actually. Back when she was raising my dad and his brother, she was a housewife and in charge of making all of the meals and stuff like that. So what she did for her dinners was each day of the week would be a certain meal. Like Mondays would be tuna casserole, Tuesdays would be spaghetti, Wednesdays would be chicken night, and so on. So that she didn't really have to think too much about what she was going to make. She knew, okay, this is what's going to go here, and this is what's going to go here, and that's what we're going to eat. Now, I'm not saying she chose the healthiest meals to make on those nights, but it made it a little bit easier to know exactly what she was going to make. And this is a really good tip for you, so that you can make healthy meals, and it makes shopping at the grocery store a lot easier because you know exactly what you're going to need for each day of the week, so you can plan ahead. So I use this a lot. Actually, I use it every week. The way I set it up, Mondays and Thursdays I make fish for my husband. Tuesdays I make frittata, which is kind of like an egg pie. Wednesdays I make my lentil loaf. And Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays are kind of where I experiment with different recipes because I have a little bit more time in the kitchen. Now, I know it sounds boring, like, okay, every single Monday I'm going to have meatloaf, but that's where you can kind of build a little bit on it. Like, what I do is, okay, so Mondays and Thursdays are fish, but I don't have to cook it the same way every single time. I can bake it, I can broil it, I can shred it up and make fish tacos, I can play with the seasonings. For frittata, I can put in a bunch of different vegetables, or I can change the way that I season it. For my lentil loaf, I like to make a sauce that goes on top. So I can make a tomato sauce, I can make a pumpkin cream sauce. Sometimes I put salsa on top of it. So it's not that it has to be the exact same thing every single time, but you know what you're going to make on Wednesdays. So you know, okay, this is what I need to get, and this is what I'm going to be eating. And then you can kind of play with it once you get really comfortable. This helps build up the way you cook. It helps menu plan, and it helps when you grocery shop, because that way you know exactly what you need and you don't have to sit there and think, okay, what am I going to get today? Alright, so I hope that was a really helpful tip, and I will see you next week.